Hey everyone, and happy Easter! I'm Jennifer, and I know this is definitely not how you pictured your Easter Sunday a month ago. And yet, I am so pumped for what's about to happen. Before we get started, there's only one thing that you need to know. This program is for everyone in your family. So, if you're a teen, this is for you. Hey college students, this is for you too. And if you're a younger kid, get ready. We're about to have some serious fun, and we need you students to take the lead. Adults, buckle up. This is Easter like you've never experienced before. So no matter who you are, we want you to know that Easter Jam is for you. The only way not to have fun is to not participate. So look around. Is anybody in your family missing? If so, hit the pause button and go get them now, because we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, so hear me out. There's two kinds of people in this world. People who love these little things and people like me who, I just don't get it. How could you eat something so cute and grainy? Let's see how your family feels. Give me a thumbs up if you like to eat Peeps, and if you don't, give me a thumbs down. Okay, so a lot of mixed reviews out there. Well, no matter how you feel about eating these little guys, you're gonna love this game. Your family is gonna face off in the greatest Peep jousting tournament of all times. I'm gonna explain how it works, and then I'll tell you when to get started. So first, you're gonna divide your house into 2 teams. Next, take 2 Peeps and assign them to a team. You can use 2 different colored ones if you want. If you don't have any Peeps, then these big jumbo marshmallows will work just fine as well. So Team A gets Peep A, and Team B gets Peep B. You can come up with cooler names if you want, like Lord Sugarcoat and Sir Sprinkles. You get the idea. You can also use a marker or Sharpie to decorate your Peep, maybe give him some angry eyebrows or a mysterious mustache, maybe draw some clothes on it. Whatever, just let your creative juices flow. Next, you need to prepare your Peeps for battle. Stick a toothpick into each Peep. Think of the toothpick as a joust or a lightsaber or a sword. Just depends on how serious your family is about competition. Make sure the toothpick is facing forward toward the other Peep. Next, you're going to grab a microwave safe plate. Set your Peeps on the plate close together. No social distancing necessary here. You want to make sure they're facing each other with their swords pretty close. Okay, so finally, you're gonna gather around the microwave. Set the microwave timer for 45 seconds. Now, don't worry, you're not gonna leave it run that long. In fact, please don't let it run that long or you'll have kind of a big mess. So stick your plate in the microwave, gather around, and press start. Watch from a safe distance away until one Peep drops their sword on the other Peep. The first Peep to drop their sword and touch the other Peep is the winner. So as soon as that happens, you're gonna wanna push stop on the microwave. Trust me on this one. All right, it's time to settle things. Don't forget to snap a picture of that photo finish. It's go time. Press pause and I'll wait here. How did it go? Who won? I totally want pictures, so make sure you send them and use the hashtag CovenantWL and tag us at Covenant Church Students. I have to admit, it's kind of fun to watch them how they get all poofy and blow up right before they dropped their little sword, and this happened. Ready for another game? For this one, you're gonna need a laundry basket and socks. Lots of socks. Clean or dirty, doesn't matter, as long as they have a match, which in our house, that's a bit of a challenge. So if you need to, go grab those things right now, press pause, and then Josiah will explain the rest.
Got your baskets and socks? Great. Now what you're going to need next is 2 people to play this game. And you could use 1 or 2 scorekeepers, but we'll touch on that more later. What you're going to do first is you're going to take all of the socks mismatched on one end of the room. And then you're going to take the basket and you're going to put that on the other end of the room. And when I say go, players are going to take 1 sock, dig through the pile to find the matching sock. They're going to roll those up into a sock ball or egg and take that and throw it across the room into the basket. At the end of 60 seconds, the player with more of the Easter egg socks in the basket will win. And if you don't have a scorekeeper to let you know, we're going to go off the honor system. So we need everybody to be honest. I'm looking at you, parents. If you're not set up, go ahead and press pause right now and we'll get it set up. Don't worry, I'll wait right here before I say go. Are you all set up? Great. We'll put 60 seconds on the timer and we will start in 3, 2, 1,
go!
Families, back over here. That was wild. If you need to go back through and do this a couple times, feel free to reset the video back a couple minutes and you'll know right where to start at. Now, if you have a winner, let me tell you what the winner gets. To do the laundry! Okay, I'm just joking. The winner does not have to do the laundry unless the parents say so. Parents? Parents might say so. No, the winner will get an awesome treat, but make sure it's not one of those peeps from earlier. Those are disgusting. But I do hope you guys are having fun today, and here in a little bit, we'll talk about what makes Easter so special. But before we do that, we have one more thing we really want you guys to do, and that is to reach out to your peeps and let them know that you are missing them this Easter. I know, this Easter is a little bit hard. None of us are quite around as much family as we want to be. But it's still going to be a happy Easter. And something that happened almost 2,000 years ago. Well, we have a great story about that. And all we need is this right here.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and his disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with his friends, he told them that he would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow! Every time I hear the Easter story, I am amazed. I am amazed that God sent Jesus to the earth to die on the cross for my sin, and then he rose again. And it reminds me that no matter what happens in this world, God is bigger than that. I kind of like to look at it this way. I can keep on loving because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. How about if you and your family take a second here in a moment, pause the video, and you together brainstorm the answer to this. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. Or I can be loving. You fill in the word that your family thinks that you can do because Jesus is alive. And then unpause the video and hop back over here, and Mr. Brentley Jordan will be here to finish this up. Happy Easter. What a joy it is to celebrate with you.
Hi, Covenant family. I love activities like these. And here's what I love about activities like these. I think it's so important for families to enjoy playing together. Playing together or enjoying one another, this is one of the most valuable things you can do for the health of your long-term relationships as a family. And having spiritual conversations together. Having spiritual conversations together, I think, is one of the most natural ways that parents can be regularly passing their faith on to their children. So I hope this is something that you're doing today and really a little bit each day and every day, that you are enjoying one another and you are having spiritual conversations with one another. There is one last challenge in this direction that I want to give you all today, and that is, as soon as this video is over, I want you to find some place in your house or some place outside and take a family photo. And in this family photo, it can be super serious or super silly or anywhere in between, really. What I want you to do is take that photo, post it on social media, hashtag CovenantWL, because we want to see your Easter style. Remember, this is a time to celebrate God's faithfulness and the hope that we have in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's what makes Easter so happy.
The greatest day in history. Death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, realize meeting face to face, I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.